Welcome friends to my channel The Spice Master, channel which explores exotic world of spice and its various uses in cooking and medicinal values as well. And today I'm going to talk about the most expensive spice in the world, saffron. Now who would imagine 3 stigmas from flower of a Quercus family will create such a drama? But the cultivation of the flower, the harvesting of it is a very delicate process done by hand, and the flower which rises in the dawn and gets wilted by the sunset has to be picked up by hand in the morning before it gets destroyed, plucked, separated by hand, sun dried. So it's a lot of labor intensive process, and that's why it is one of the most expensive spice in the world, and it has to be used sparingly. It has got a very overpowering aroma and fragrance, and if you use too much it can spoil your food, but if you use it sparingly it gives a different dimension to your dish. It has got medicinal value as well, and it is known for its vigor imparting qualities in medicine and various daily uses. It is used as dye as well, and these flowers are mainly cultivated in India, Iran, Spain, Morocco and Italy. And you have to be careful when buying it because there are a lot of fake color strands which are available, where you have to just soak these strands in water and you will come to know if it imparts a mellow yellow color and the strands remains intact with its own color, then they are genuine ones. Otherwise you will have a burst of strand as well. And this is how it looks. It comes in a very small packaging, but this will last for years if you use it sparingly, and they look like this. So today we are going to make an Indian sweet dish called Suji Halwa or Shira, which is made using semolina, but it's not semolina pudding, and this dish is made on special occasions and sometimes as an offering to gods as well. And the ingredients for this dish are cup of semolina, equal amount of sugar, equal amount of ghee, 1 ripe banana, chopped nuts, sultanas. I'm using pomegranate kernels for garnishing. Double the amount of milk. So if you are using 1 cup of semolina, then you will require 2 cups of milk, which has to be warm. And finally, the most expensive and exotic spice, saffron. What we'll do is that we are going to put the saffron in a little bit of warm water, as I had mentioned before, so it can start leaving color. We are going to melt ghee in a pan, non-stick pan. Now you should keep your gas on a medium flame, and once the ghee is melted, as you see, we are going to add semolina. Now what I have taken is a coarse semolina, but if you take fine semolina, then you need to pre-roast semolina before melting the ghee. So what happens, it allows the grain to expand, but just because this one is coarse semolina, I don't need to do that. I'm starting to fry semolina in ghee. It will take 2 to 3 minutes till you start getting aroma. Now you can see that our semolina and ghee is incorporated properly. At this stage, I'm going to add chopped bananas, and fry for another 2 to 3 minutes so they get completely mashed and mixed with the semolina. Now you can see that banana has completely mashed up and mixed with semolina. At this stage I am going to add chopped nuts, handful of chopped nuts. Little I'll keep it aside for garnish. I am going to add mixed raisins and saffron infused milk. You can see the beautiful golden color it has imparted to the milk. At this stage I am going to add that thing. Now to make it more aromatic, you can use little bit of rose water as well. I am not using it today because my main emphasis is on saffron, but rose water will give a lovely aroma as well. Now you see this is completely liquidized state, and you have to keep on cooking on slow flame till the milk evaporates. It starts gathering into the solid mass. Now you can see the milk has completely absorbed. At this last stage we will be adding sugar, whole sugar. Now keep on mixing till sugar melts, and we'll cook till the ghee starts separating from the side, and then our suji halwa will be done. You can see the sugar has melted and it has started to leave the sides. Now by popular demand I am being asked to add little rose water as well. So I am adding just 2 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of rose water, mixing it. Now you can add as many chopped fresh fruits if you want to. I usually add pineapple chunks, chopped apples, grapes. You know, it elevates this dish so much. And I know it contains very high amount of sugar and ghee, but once in a while you can keep your diet away. Now it is almost getting done. And you can see it has got a lovely mild yellow color, and you can see the strands of saffron as well in this, which shows that it's a very good quality saffron we have got over here. Our suji halwa is ready. I am adding some chopped nuts on top and some pomegranate kernels. So friends, if you have liked this video, please comment, share and subscribe, and I hope I will continue doing more and more exotic dishes. Thank you.